Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Lighting Lab. And you just got Chuck this time, but I'm with a very special guest and a very special friend of mine, Nate Mullen. Nate, welcome.
Thank you, Chuck. Really happy to be here.
Well, thank you. Now, Nate's come out with a new product line, and that's called
Lifetime Lighting Systems.
Lifetime Lighting Systems. And Nate has come here. We've got a bunch of products and stuff that we're going to talk about. But I have questions, and I know you guys have questions too, and so I am going to do a little interview with Nate and ask some of the questions that we've been fielding over the last few months. So for you guys that know Nate, he's been around in the lighting for what, 25 years?
Full-time for 28 years.
28 years, yes. And he founded Unique Lighting. He was the inventor of the multi-tap transformer. Correct me if I'm making any wrong statements. He also developed the hub and home run system. He really has been a pioneer. Now, old-timers like me know this. And we know a lot of you guys, maybe you're not familiar with that. You're new on the scene. You're doing LEDs. You don't even understand the hub and home run concept. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But the big question I know everybody has is, of course, Nate sold Unique, how many years ago? 8 years ago?
7.5 years ago, January of 2011.
January of 2011. Sold Unique to Toro.
Correct.
And they're still functioning today. We're still a Unique distributor. You guys know that. Nate, we know the size of that company. We know you must have walked away with a sock full of money. So the question is, why would you come back to lighting with a whole new product line? Why did you do that?
You know, when I was, going back in previous chapters of my book of life, if you know what I mean, I was an electrical contractor, right? So I did that all my life, and I always played with outdoor lighting. So I became a full-time lighting guy January of 1990, okay? And I love lighting, right? So I loved it when I was a lighting contractor. I loved it when I owned Unique Lighting, and I loved it for the past 7 years. So it's in my blood. I have 550 fixtures at my house, and I only say that because, I go out there at 4 in the morning because I don't sleep. I go out there and I play with lights at 4 in the morning, right? So I'm a lighting guy. I love lighting. So just as a coincidence, or not coincidence, when I went to Light Fair, 2016, I went to the IAA in 2016, I saw no innovations. So I want to get back into lighting. The lack of innovation in the outdoor lighting community really propelled me to make the decision to get back into the game. Because I had thought about, I was getting back into the game. It was either going to be a manufacturer, I was going to start a company called Resort International, and I was going to go out and fix all the high-end resorts that are out there that are messed up in outdoor lighting. I was going to put myself out there and partner up with some of the top landscape companies in the United States and partner up with them and start lighting divisions. I was doing something, right? But when I went to the IAA and I went to Light Fair, it was over that day when I saw the lack of innovation for the last 7 or 8 years.
So if I'm hearing you right, what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong now, is that you can bring some new and exciting things to the table. Is that the thrust of what you're saying?
I'm super excited.
This is not about the money, making money or...
No, I should be at my lake house. I should be at my desert house. I should be in one of my 7 timeshares. I should be driving my Maserati on the beach right now. But my personality is not that way. It's just not. Right? My wife is about ready to divorce me. She's so mad at me starting another career at my age.
Now, how did you come up with the name for this company?
I've always kind of said light should be for a lifetime. Okay, I've always said that. I've said that when I had my lighting install company in the early '90s. Lights should last for a lifetime. Light should be a lifetime. So one of the things that I've always done, and I encourage everybody to do this, when I go out, and I still go out and I help guys. I don't install anymore unless it's for friends or family, but I'm out there every day. I'm meeting one of your guys today on doing a job. So I'm out in the field a lot. And obviously we all know the field leads to innovation. That's just a fact. Innovation doesn't come from this office. Innovation doesn't come from my office. Innovation comes from the field. So I go out in the field. It gives me the opportunity to use whatever brain I have to be able to, come up with new concepts. But so when I'm in the field today, I will tell that homeowner, I will say, right, let's walk around your neighborhood. Let's see what kind of environment that these fixtures are going to live in, because I view these fixtures almost like warriors in a battle. They're in a battlefield, right? They're out there and contending every day with harsh elements, weed whackers, kids, mowers, elements, sun, rain, salt air. They get destroyed. So what I like to do is I like to walk in someone's neighborhood and I like to see what the environmental hazards are going to be. So when I'm walking in someone's neighborhood, I can see, well, look at that aluminum product, just being destroyed, or look at this, or look at this, look at stakes being broken. These are the things that we're not going to do. So to answer your question now, where my innovation's coming from is every single light gets destroyed at some point, right? And they don't last for a lifetime. Yeah, they got a lifetime warranty. What does that mean? Stakes are broke, the knuckles broke, somebody took a baseball bat to it, the fixtures are laying on the ground. Who's paying for it to go back to the manufacturer to have it repaired? And does the manufacturer, out of the goodness of their heart, repair it for free even though they shouldn't? Because it was a vandal, it was a kid?
Good question.
So it's a problem. Someone's paying for that. Either the contractor is taking time out of his day to go replace that product, or the homeowner's paying. And it's an hour there in traffic, 5 minutes take the fixture, an hour back, send it, an hour back. It's 4 hours, right? It's a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of wasted money. So my fixtures, the premise behind the name of the company, Lifetime, is these fixtures, I feel good about this. You'll never send a fixture back to me. They're repairable in the field. Lifetime lighting is more than just words.
If you had to pick one thing that is the backbone of Lifetime outdoor lighting, what would it be?
Wow. I feel like, when people always have questions submitted to them so they can reflect and think about that answer, I wish you would ask me that yesterday and I could have thought about that. That's a good question. Well,
that's all right. I want to catch you off guard. I want to know the true thoughts.
I think fundamentally, I'm a lighting guy. I'm a manufacturer, but I'm a lighting guy, right? My fixtures represent that. So the backbone of the company is allowing a lighting guy, a contractor, an installer, a designer to be able to have so much flexibility in his design concept, because things change. You design something on paper and you have a plan, it's half changing. Trees aren't the right size, trees get relocated, they added a gazebo, there's so many things change, right? So not only do things change from concept to construction to finalization, they change when you're just on a job, right? Homeowners decide to add this or do this, there's change. So I wanted this whole line to be flexible. I wanted to have this whole fixture line, like one fixture can transform into 7 or 8, right? So I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm going to sacrifice my design now because I don't have 3 downlights with me. Or, oh, I got to call Chuck and I got to get him out here. I got to make an extra trip out to the job site. So I think most of us will sacrifice our lighting design because we don't have the product with us. So this whole product line is transferable. One fixture, it's a stake mounted, it's a tree mounted, it's a dome base mounted, right? It transforms into 7 or 8 things. It does everything. So that was really the premise. And because, right, a lot of times there's unintended consequences, which this is a good thing, because I made this attachment system to allow the fixtures to transform into many, they, morphism into all kinds of different stuff, it ends up being born on the battlefield. Everything's field replaceable now because of that. That was a great benefit of the transformation of the fixtures.
Guys, we have a bunch of Nate's stuff set up in the back, and we're going to go back and we're going to do separate segments on some of the things. I'm going to go over some of the questions that I've been asked over the last couple of months as this product line has debuted, and we're going to get the answers, and I'm going to ask the hard, cold questions. One last thing, Nate, before we break for that, is it's a big topic of conversation, is how you're going to the marketplace with this product.
Through you.
I like it. Good. So we'll be the distributor, and you're going to have strategically located warehouses of product throughout the United States. Is that correct?
Yeah, right now we have obviously a big distribution center in New Jersey, obviously a big distribution center in Southern California, big distribution center through Chuck here. But we are planning on going through specific types of distribution.
and you're going to have good customer support, good distributor support?
I think if I can, Chuck, and this is I probably have said this many times, and I probably said it to you in our 15-year relationship. I've always believed that if all product was the same, the thing that I can offer you and your customers and hopefully the industry is, I've put in probably 70, 80,000 lights. And because of that magnitude of lights, I can't tell you how many mistakes I've made, how many homeowners I've pissed off, how many things I've seen. And I have a thing called situational awareness. What happens 5 years down the road? What happened 15 years ago? How do I change my thought process? How do I change my design predicated upon things that happen in the field, right? Because things do happen in the field. So I because of this vast amount of installs I've done and training I've done, I can offer you and your customer base and your contractors seminars and how to make money, how to go out there and do things and create separation between guys that really aren't lighting guys that are more pretenders, right? I mean, when I was an electrical contractor, anybody who was an electrical contractor, they were licensed, they went through apprenticeship, they did things correctly, we had codes, because there was a consequence of burning down buildings and killing people. So the elevated knowledge of being an electrician was up there high. And I saw that in roofing contractors and drywall contractors and T-bar ceiling guys that put in windows. I've seen this lighting industry go down. Lack of training, the lack of manufacturers that really don't manufacture. They just jump in a plane and they put their name on a box, right? So I'm here to help you. I'm here to help educate the guys to be able to do a better job and make a lot of money in outdoor lighting, right?
Good answer. All right, well, let's break here. We're going to talk to some of the guys that run the New Jersey warehouse, and then we're going to look at product and ask some hard questions there. I want to tell you guys, I've 15 years, 18 years we've known each other, and everybody asks me, why is he doing this? He's out of money, he's this, he's that. Guys, he loves lighting. I happen to know that. And I do too. And so it's hard just to say, okay, I'm going to go to the beach and hang out, because your mind is working and you're thinking of things. And I know he's got some new stuff here. He's got to make me a convert too. So I'm not just a yes man for any product. So we're going to take a look. All right, let's break for now.